the web world doing today, this morning? I hope everybody's doing good. It's around 10:30 after breakfast. I'm lucky enough to get Alex and Luke in here to do a wonderful cooking demonstration with us. They asked me the other day of what we wanted to do, and I said, what's your favorite foods? And why don't you guys come up with something that you want to see done, and maybe we can work it out. And they came back to me and they said they wanted to do something with salmon, right?
Yeah, well, we asked Twitter what should we cook. And Twitter said fish, so we said salmon.
Okay. So there is no real name for this recipe. This is the inaugural Alex and Luke pasta that we're going to be making here. BALSAMS fans, give us plenty of notice if you want this, and we can do it for you at some point. But right now, the first thing we're going to do is we've already washed our hands, very important sanitation. We've got our chef toques on, clean pressed whites, everything, we're all set. And now we're going to talk about our kitchen tools that we use and kind of safety before we go into the process of getting our mise en place ready for our dish. This is an artichoke, French artichokes. We never use canned artichokes here. They have kind of a metallic taste and they're mushy. They're really mushy.
Chef Barry showed us how to butcher an artichoke. You start by cutting the artichoke in half, just above where the dark green leaves turn into light green leaves. Then you go around the outside and get rid of all those extra leaves that you clearly won't be eating. Next, you want to carve down the stem so that only the really light green part is showing. And then go around again, carving more flesh off the heart. Slice a bit off the top and then scoop out all the hairy stuff in the middle. Cut the heart into 4 pieces and the stem into 2, and then plop it all in some water with some lemon juice.
One thing I hate about it is when people have cauliflower and you have this beautiful little crown of broccoli or cauliflower and then they cut it like this, right? So not only does it all pieces fall apart, it's not, you know, it's going to even fall apart more as it cooks. It sits in water and agitates, okay? So when you do this, take your knife, stick it into the stem, okay? And then turn the knife. And by doing that, it breaks naturally, you know where it was naturally meant to break, okay? So you take that piece, and when you put the knife in, okay? Yep, just twist it. Yep, now just twist it. There you go. But probably twist the blade away from you. A little bit safe. When we talked about product identification, I showed you how we can kind of just move that right out. You can feel it, it's very mushy, okay? That's what happens through like the salt process, and it takes it all down. So we normally, if you know, when we do normal lemons, we'd use that. That's what we want. Preserved lemons, we want to use the reverse. We just want the rind. So, what we're gonna do, I'll probably do this because it's a little bit dangerous, yep. And you can buy preserved lemons already peeled, okay? But we're just gonna take out some of that pith, that white pith, remember?
Yep.
We talked about?
Wow, that's skill.
I'm gonna get that out. That's very bitter. You don't want any of that. It's very, very bitter. Okay? So we'll get under that glass a little bit. Okay? And then there's some of this, just because this is a concave, I can't beat that flat. Yeah. We'll just take it and we scrape it. Just that last little bit.
Wow, it's so fragrant.
You can smell it, right? Okay. Now what we want to do, and I'll give this one to you and I'll trade off, is we want to chop this up. Okay? Kind of just like rough chop it. Alright? I'm going to give this over to you.
Until it's how chopped.
Just minced. Like pretend it was garlic. You want to mince it right up.
Chef showed us a great trick when preparing parsley. First you chop it up, and then you take just a pillowcase and gather up all the parsley into a little package. Then you run it under water until all the chlorophyll is washed out of it. This makes the parsley taste a lot better, and if you're making a cream sauce, it'll prevent the cream sauce from turning green.
Pasta's going in. Pan's getting hot. It's our water for our artichokes. So we're going to put a couple lemons in there. And we're going to take these wonderfully butchered artichokes.
Who did the better job?
I did.
Yeah.
Come on now. Alright, so we'll put that in there, and they're just going to cook for a little bit. We just want them al dente. You guys heard that word al dente before? It means to the tooth. That's what it means. It's wonderful salmon. We butchered it in the butcher shop on the back. Always keeping it nice and cold, remember? We removed the skin from the back, so these are just fillets, similar to what we'd serve in the dining room or on the buffet. To season the pan, pour hot oil, salt in it, and then work a rag around in there. That'll fill up. It's kind of like when you braise your skin, you know what I mean? And it's really smooth afterwards. It's the same kind of thing there. So, I'm gonna turn the heat on, kind of like a medium-high. We're gonna let that pan get nice and hot. We're gonna take a little bit of kosher salt. Not a lot, because we have preserved lemons and stuff like that coming in there. We're gonna take a little bit of kosher salt. And we're gonna season our fish. Same way we seasoned the salmon with our raw salt. Okay? So just a little pinch. Now we didn't add any pepper, right? Because there's pepper in this.
Okay.
Okay. So instead of it like salt and pepper, we're just gonna add a little bit of this raw salt on there. Okay, you hold that. I'm gonna pat this down. Now what this is also doing is it's drying it out.
It
You want to keep it dry,
delicious.
and it does. I know.
It just smells delicious.
Okay, so flip that over. You got the kind of high method going on there.
Should be
Yeah, you can get right down on it. It's okay. It was kind of like pixie dust up here. I like that. Except you have a little bit more control when you're close. When you're close like that. That's good. Water's going. Artichokes are rolling. We're going to take a little bit of olive oil. Now, not extra virgin olive oil. You don't want to use extra virgin. That's like a finishing oil. Okay. It's hot. Make sure this gets just smoking. That's what we want. Want them to get really smoking hot. All right.
Salmon.
See that pan's nice and seasoned well? See how it shakes right around like that? That's what we want. You don't want it to stick. If your fish sticks, you put it into a cold pan or cold oil. Okay. Now, we want to cook this fish probably about at least 70% on one side. Now what that's going to do is it's really going to give that good crust that we want. We want it kind of medium rare-ish in the center. And that's what we're going to, when we flake it apart for our pasta, so we'll have the nice kind of caramelized part, and then it gets that nice, really meaty part in the center, okay? When it comes time to flipping the fish over, you can just like use our thumbs and pick up one side, and then that's how we flip it over. See how that's still not done though. That was like a preview, but it's not done. We're gonna let that roll for a little bit.
Oh, there you go.
Right? Golden brown, golden brown. Now our salmon, we just flipped it over just because we wanted that good caramelized finish.
Yeah.
We're gonna set it on here. And we're gonna finish this in the oven. Again, 350 degrees. Maybe like 5 minutes, 10 minutes. It doesn't need that long. Now, you guys remember the Dawn dish detergent commercial? Where the lady has the really seared pan that has all the stuff on it.
Yeah.
And then she dips it into the soapy water. Oh, that kills me every time she does that. Why would you do that? The beautiful fawn, this is called fawn. Anything that, little bits of fish that stick on there, that's what we want to, for our sauce. Any sauce, chicken pan sauce, turkey sauce, anything like that. That's what's important. Take our pignoli nuts, put them right in. Add the raisins. Now kind of shake and stir.
Chef, I'm butchering this.
No, you're doing good. You're doing good. Kind of shake it like that. I'll shake, you stir.
Yeah.
There we go.
Teamwork.
Okay. Now look at see how the nuts are just getting nice and brown. We're toasting up those nuts right there. Okay. Even we're getting some caramelization on the raisins. Okay.
That looks awesome.
That's going good. That's good. We're gonna turn this heat off. Now we can go ahead and scoop out our artichokes. I'll move the pasta out of the way.
Thank you.
Okay.
Chef. Leave lemons?
Lemons too. Scoop everything out. We'll get rid of the lemons once we get them.
I can do multiple trips?
Toss them right in there. Multiple trips. Toss them right in there. Yep. Cauliflower. This one into our bowl right here. This is what we're going to toss our pasta with. Okay. So our heat's off because we don't want to toast the nuts anymore. You added the nice artichokes in there, right? So we're just going to let that sit for a second. We're going to strain out our pasta. We're going to have salmon's going to be coming out.
Yeah.
So we're going to get all this ready to finish the dish. Okay, ready?
Let's do this.
Okay, let's do this. Let's do this. I like that. Let's do this. We got all the salmon done.
Yeah.
We're going to add our parsley now. And we're going to add our oil. Last thing we're going to do, once you take some of this, first when you plate a big pasta like this, get some of your garnishment.
Yeah.
Get all that to the side. Plate up just the pasta first on the base,
Good tip.
and then we'll put the top on top.
Good tip.
Okay. There you go. Oh yeah. Look at that. Look at that. Well, I think you guys did a great job today.
Thank you
You know,
so
both of
much.
you did. I'm glad to finally get you into the kitchen because you've been doing a lot of stuff. But Agüita, beat us in. Thank you very much.
Cheers.
Let's enjoy. Cheers. All right.
Cheers.
Alex and Luke.
Yum, yum.